Ghanaians introduced this hate against black Africans in South Africa. They are the green snake under the green grass in Africa. Just take a look at this video.
He says what is happening in South Africa is not new on the continent. In 1969, Ghana did the same thing about Nigerians in Ghana. They attacked them, people ran away. They drive us against this unity which we need. Nigeria retaliated 10 years later.
I've seen Ghana, I've been to Ghana. I've seen small businesses.
Now I know there is no common sense in South Africans. You have done the worst. From the president to the last person in your country, you are all animals. You are all fools. There's no sense in your head. I can repeat it again, there's no sense in your head. The only one person I ever respected in South Africa is Honorable Julius Malema. This guy has been preaching about peace among the African countries, among the blacks. Look at what your country is doing to other.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Nigerians, I'll tell you the truth there. One thing I love about South Africa is the fact that South Africans will never allow Ghanaians to call them xenophobic. So Nigerians have been saying this all this while, that you see that deportation of Ghana and Nigeria, between Nigeria and Ghanaians, that is still existing today. It wasn't Nigerians that started it. It was Ghanaians. Ghanaians started this. Well, they said 10 years later, Nigerians retaliate and Ghanaians also. That's why people are saying this Ghana must go. It was Nigerians that chased Ghanaians out of their country. They have forgotten their own part, that they were the ones that actually started it since 1860 or 1960. All these things chasing foreigners, Ghanaians started this. That's why I say those Zulu people are from Ghana. They are from Ghana. One thing South Africans will not, you can call South Africans anything, but any country can call South Africans xenophobic, but they will never allow Ghanaians to call them xenophobic. So do you guys want to tell me, you Ghanaians, do you guys want to tell me that the former president of South Africa is a liar? He doesn't know his history. He doesn't know the history of Africa. He's telling lies about Ghana. Do you want to tell me that the minister of South Africa, one of the ministers of South Africa, they are telling lies about you guys? Today, Ghana is trying to paint saint in front of the world by repatriating his citizens, calling South Africa xenophobic, telling his people not to go to South Africa because their businesses have been shut down. How many times have you guys shut down? Oh, you guys know how to retaliate when it has to do with you. When it has to do with you guys know how to retaliate. How many times have you guys shut down the shops of Nigerians? How many times have you guys come mad, calling Nigerians ashawo, calling Nigerians drug dealers, calling Nigerians kidnappers? How many times? I want to ask you guys this question, Ghanaians. How many times have you seen Nigerians coming and calling you people names? Insulting you people? How many times? You claim 90%, 99% of you say 100% of Ashawo, only 1% is from Ghana, 99% is from Nigeria. But when the Russian man came to your country, we did not see one Nigerian that was taken to his hotel. All the videos that were flying on social media, it was made up of Ghanaians and Kenyans, because of these two countries he traveled to. You people were giving him that opio for free, and today Nigerians have the highest Ashawo in your country. How come? How come? Even women that had children were sleeping with that man for free. They even paid their transport, went to that man's hotel for free. And you're saying Nigerians are shower? Even if Nigerians are shower, they collect their money. They don't give their appeal for free like you guys. Today, Ghana is claiming sin. You denied your history. The same thing you people did years ago. See, I can drug South Africa, but you see this one between South Africa and Ghana. I stand with South Africa. I support South Africa 100%. You see, when South Africans are doing this thing, I am against it when it has to do with other Africans. Zimbabwe, Malawians, Nigerians, because this country have never attacked South Africans. But you say this Ghana, you don't have any place, you don't have any mouth to talk about South Africa here. You people cannot. You call South Africa xenophobic. You think history, forgotten history, how you people were chasing Nigerians, you were saying all Nigerians must go. What did your government do to you people? And you want the government of South Africa to retaliate on the citizens. What did your government do to you people when you guys were making plague? Nigerians must go, Nigerians must go. What happened? You guys have refused to rent your houses to Nigerians. Nigerians are going through a lot in your country. Or you think we don't know? Or you think it is... Now South Africa, please show them pepper. You can allow South Africa say, even if you want to soften your heart towards any other African country, it shouldn't be Ghanaians. Show them pepper. South Africans are the calmest countries need, like Ghanaians need. Show them pepper. shut down their businesses. Don't allow them to open any shop. Let them go back to their country. They say, hey, retail business are meant for Ghanaians alone. Or but you want to go and open a business in South Africa. South Africa, show them pepe. Don't leave them all. Show them pepe. South Africans, we are behind you. Show them pepe.
Closed down, particularly from Nigerians. Then they close them down and they say that no, small businesses here in Ghana are for Ghanaians.
It is so funny how a country that prides itself as the unifier of Africa happens to be the divider, the balkanizer of Africa. Of course, most of you are not aware, the only natural xenophobic people in Africa are Ghanaians. This is the honest truth. Ghana is the first black African country to expel other black Africans from their country. And their major targets were Nigerians. South Africans are not xenophobic in nature. It was Ghanaians that sowed that seed of hate in them. They are the ones who convinced South Africans to forget about the whites and focus on black African immigrants, especially Nigerians. Ghanaians exported xenophobia to South Africa. And if you notice, this is the first time Ghanaians are being affected in xenophobic attack. Just watch this video briefly.
You've been beating Zimbabweans, Zambians, Nigerians, whatever. You touch a Ghanaian, that's why the fire is getting up now. Ghana and South Africa are very close friends. If you want to spoil the friendship between Ghana and South Africa, that is fine.
So you see, ask them what is that special bond they have with South Africans all about. It is just this xenophobia they introduced to South Africans through more than 10,000 Ghanaians teaching in South Africa. If you are wondering why South Africans grew up hating on Nigerians, and when they give birth to their children, they inherit this hate. This is how it started.
In as much as South Africans love Ghanaians, they're very good at corruption. Ghanaians are quiet, especially when it comes to paper trail. Very corrupt, your people. But no, you don't want the world to know that, but we are going to expose it. Why? Because we live with Ghanaians.
Now, what happened? So, of course, South Africa got her independence in 1994, and they were in shortage of teachers. And of course, back then, when you talk about teachers, everywhere in Africa, you think of Ghanaians. So, the South African government opened their border for Ghanaian teachers, and a lot of them moved in. But that is when everything changed. Because, of course, record shows that was the beginning of the marriage that gave birth to xenophobia. Immediately, South Africa started going through economic challenges, especially black South Africans. Ghanaians introduced to South Africans what they did in 1969. You people are having economic issues. Forget about the whites. These guys are not your problem, you know. The people you have to deal with are black Africans. Get these people out of your country. So, in 1997-1998, the first attack against black Africans in South Africa happened. And the major targets were Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Mozambicans, Somalians, you know, but Nigeria mainly, because they expelled Nigerians from their country. Nigeria retaliated in 1983, so they held out grudges against Nigeria. They transferred the hate they have for Nigeria to South Africans, but you don't blame South Africans, because back then you don't dare disagree with your teachers. Everywhere in Africa, anything your teacher tells you is correct. And we're talking about more than 10,000 Ghanaian teachers teaching in South Africa. Most South Africans cannot even tell you a justifiable reason why they are hating on Nigerians. Because, like, they suffocated them with this hate against Nigerians. So, it was Ghanaians that poisoned the mind of South Africans against Nigerians. Yes. So, xenophobia is officially 32 years old in South Africa. It was the marriage between South Africa and Ghana that gave birth to xenophobia.
African country members, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, the Zambians and whatever, you are beating them out of your country. And every day you are preaching about peace among the Africans, among the blacks. What are you telling me? Is this a brainwash? This is idiot. You can't tell me that the government is never aware of what happened. Because the police were right there when your citizens were beating other African members to leave your country. How can a policeman be standing there escorting your citizens to beat other African members? What are you telling me? and you don't know anything about that, the government didn't know anything about that, you are very aware. Now your president came out fully smart like you, now regretting what happened, and the business in your country and then whatever is now going low. Nobody will give you a listening ear. It's better you learn sense. There's an idiot who came out saying that there's nothing that is going to happen, that there's nothing will happen to any South African living in Ghana. Let me tell you one thing you don't know. We the Ghanaians, we are so calm, but we don't accept nonsense. We respect ourselves. If you don't know and you come on us, we may not beat you today, but we'll beat you tomorrow. We have so many ways of killing a cat, and we can kill you in so many ways. We will deal with you. The Shoprite, the MTN, the DSTV people wait for us.